Womp, 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 womp.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. Here we go. Double Schotts Dugout. God, this is like a promo. This is fucking me up already. All right, here we go.
Go ahead.
That a terrible clap. God, I can't clap. I can't even clap. I'm so nervous. It's terrible. We're going to start over. I'm going to clap again, right? No, don't clap again? Okay. I'm trying to think of what Austin says. I'm trying to think of what Austin says. All right, here we go. Stop staring at me.
I'm not staring at you, actually.
I can't see. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're in
All
shades.
right.
We're in shades.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I can't see anything. What's going on, guys? Coy Lewis here with the Double Schotts Dugout podcast. Austin is... What's going on, guys? Coy Lewis here with the Double Schotts Dugout podcast. Austin is feeling a little bit under the weather. Yes. On his birthday, no less. Happy birthday, Austin. I've been sick on my birthday. It's a bummer. But collectively as a group, we decided that the show must go on. So it's going to be a solo show today. Just me and J-Rock behind on the ones and twos back over there.
Yeah.
And we're going to push a lot of buttons today. And
Sorry, a little finger.
He gets a little finger happy. No, I like finger happy. Finger happy was good, dude.
Finger looking good?
Finger looking good buttons over there. All right.
Let's go.
So we're going to talk, the normal stuff. There's a mosquito flying around me. College sports. Some professional sports. We're going to get into a little bit of probably some NCAA men's basketball talk because that is rolling strong. We have some good. We had the good Feast Week tournaments go on last week, I believe. Just all the crazy tournaments around the country. So I think there was some pretty good stuff coming out of that. Some ranking shakeups. I know Oklahoma wasn't ranked preseason. Now we moved into the number 21 spot, sitting at 7-0. So that's nice. But as always, we're going to start it off with college football. And the first topic is going to be Michigan and Ohio State. Because this game, J-Rock, I know you don't follow college football a lot, but you do know about the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry, right?
It's huge, right?
They hate each other.
They definitely don't like each other at all.
Right, and we know that... Michigan has won 4 straight years. So, the guys that came into Ohio State as freshmen, there was one guy in particular, Sawyer. He grew up in Ohio, went to play for Ohio State, made it. You know what I mean? One of the small percentage of guys to make it into that D1 level, goes to Ohio State as a freshman, plays 4 years. Never beats Michigan.
Ooh.
And that is like the worst thing for an Ohio guy to have to deal with. It fucking crushes them. All right. So
didn't you mention something at lunch like they'd rather?
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm gonna get into that. So Michigan comes into this game 20-point underdogs. At least I'm pretty sure the line was like 20 points. Ohio State was favored by 20 points in this game. And Ryan Day, the head coach of Ohio State, just shits down his fucking leg all day long and can't move the ball. Offensively, they have one of the best statistically offensively put together teams in college football history, and they cannot move the ball because Ryan Day is busy pooping his pants. Like, it's crazy. It's insane. Nobody saw this coming. Crazy upset. Michigan kicks a field goal with 45 seconds left to win 13-10. Then Michigan does what Michigan does when they beat Alabama or when they beat Ohio State, and they go to plant the flag in the middle of the field.
Oh, yeah.
And that is when all hell breaks loose. Yeah, everybody loses their mind. These guys are like, no fucking way. We're not letting fucking these guys plant the flag. The Sawyer kid that I was talking about is standing there. And poor Ryan Day is standing there watching this ensue and watching his team fucking fight and not like, because these guys, we're going to defend you had your chance to, first off, Ohio State, you had your chance to defend your logo. You had 4 fucking quarters of a football game to defend your logo. And you didn't do it. So don't come and try to do it now. All right? You lost. Get to the fucking locker room with your tail between your legs like Michigan has done to you over and over and over again. Just move along. And so these guys are fighting and they're not letting us plant the flag. We're planting the flag. And Ryan Day is standing there while all this is going on. Guess what he's doing, J-Rock? I'll give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. Guess what Ryan Day, the head coach of Ohio State's doing while the fucking battle is going on for the Ohio State circle in the middle of the field. Guess what he's doing?
Is he just walking away?
He's shitting his pants.
What do you mean? Like literally shitting his pants?
I don't know. I don't know. But figuratively, he's shitting his pants. And he's literally just standing there. Like his linebacker, whatever this Sawyer kid plays, he's like, we can't let him plant the... He's in tears crying. And Ryan Day is literally just standing there watching him do it. And it was so sad. And like what we were talking about, what you brought up.
Yeah.
There are a small sect of Ohio State fans, because Ohio State is a really, really good football team and one of the top probably 4 or 5 schools that are going into this college football chance with a real chance at winning a national title. Ohio State could win a national title, and there would be some people that would still look at this season as a failure because they didn't fucking beat Michigan. That is what this rivalry does to people in that, because they're very close together. I don't think they're very far apart. I think they're like an hour and a half or something like that in between, in between the two. Michigan's just a little bit further north than Ohio. You know what I mean? So
you got to think about this. Like, if you're getting in a fight with another football player, bro, like you're not hitting them in the face unless you give them an uppercut. Like, so how are you even really getting in a fight? You're just slamming
You're
each
not.
other.
I mean, it's a bunch of pushing and pulling, and unless you're Myles Garrett, and then you rip people's fucking helmets off and try to swing it at them, which was a wild moment. But yeah, in reality, it's a big pushing match. It's, you know.
So it was fans that were trying to.
There were some, yes. Yep.
So it wasn't. Was it a football player that was trying to
plant the flag? Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a football player.
It was. Yeah. It wasn't. It wasn't a fan that just jumped.
No. It was a football player. It was a football player, and they right. Again, you had your chance.
Is it something that they usually
do?
No,
it happens all the time. Baker Mayfield did it. It was fucking awesome. Boomer, love you, Baker. You're my favorite person ever. It was.
Sorry,
Baker. Baker.
I had to. You said Oklahoma.
I said Boomer.
Boomer. Yeah, you said Boomer.
J-Rock.
It wasn't about.
Somebody take his fucking buttons away. God dang it, dude. Like you got to put the child lock on J-Rock, dude. You got to fucking. Now I lost my train of thought. Gosh dang it, because he freaking womped Baker.
No, I was just saying,
So planting the flag is common. People plant flags. Baker did it. Texas tried to do it this year when they beat somebody. They had this little dinky flag. Go plant the flag. It was pretty pathetic, if you ask me personally. Learn how to plant a flag. But so there's a lot of people that are upset. Oh, they shouldn't be allowed to plant flags. They shouldn't be allowed to do this. They shouldn't be allowed to do. Shut up. I hate you. Don't watch football. Go watch something else. Go watch ice skating. Go watch golf. Go, if you want professional, prim, proper, go watch a sport that is like that. Football is an ugly, fucking nasty, dirty sport where grown fucking monsters are out there ripping each other's heads off. Let them plant flags. What are we talking about? You know what I mean?
This is the buildup for next year. You know what I mean? As well for the next game.
Well, and yeah, I mean, so now they're saying like, because Michigan, this is like the worst team Michigan has fielded in a really long time, and they still beat Ohio State. So now they're saying, like, is the rivalry even a rivalry anymore? You know what I mean? So there's that. So that's Michigan, Ohio State. Nobody saw it coming. It didn't really affect the rankings too much. Ohio State dropped, I think, to like number 5. I'd have to look.
Are they number 5? I think they're number 8.
8? I think I'm in the wrong...
I think they have
6.
dropped to number 8.
6. There's 6 in the college football playoff. Yeah, 6. So it did affect them.
Oh, it is 6.
Yeah, it is 6. So bummer for Ohio State. Yeah.
The seed. I was looking at the seed, not the rank.
Right. So yeah, they'll be the 6th seed because they won't be the Big Ten champion. That would be Oregon. All right, so moving on. The next game I want to talk about is Texas and A&M. Obviously, huge games, lots of playoff implications, lots of SEC championship implications. Championship implications. Who's gonna go play Georgia in the SEC championship? That was what this game determined, and Texas's defense showed up. They did not allow an offensive touchdown. It was a solid performance showing by UT from everything that I saw. This game was on at the same time as the OU game. OU playing LSU, which we don't really have to talk about. Not non-consequential. You know what I mean? Like I said, season's over.
Come on.
Season of hate. We'll talk about it. Shut up, J-Rock. All right. But yeah, so defensively, it was just a shit pumping. It looks like I would say A&M. Let's go look at the yards. Right. Let's go look at the yards. It'll say
A&M had 248 yards passing.
Okay.
That's pretty low if you ask me. Rushing 102 yards.
Yeah.
Texas had 218 passing yards.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Quinn Ewers.
And then 240 rushing. I'm sorry, they had 146 passing. That was their total, was 248.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 246 was their total offense for A&M.
Yeah.
Bad. Texas dominated the line. They on both sides of the ball, running the ball, and I mean they had Quintavion Wisner ran for a career high 186 yards. I think. So they clearly just dominated the defensive line. They dominated the offensive line.
Oh, yeah.
A&M pissed down their leg in this one. They had a chance to make this a really cool game and fucking, and shock the world and go and beat Big Brother for the first matchup in 12 years, and they couldn't do it. They pissed down their leg. College Station, Texas owns College Station now. I mean, because College Station, hard place to play. Texas fucking plays good football on the road. And I know Austin is going to listen to this, and he's going to be happy that I had to say all these good things about Texas, and I couldn't just be really mean to them like I normally do. While he says the good things about them, they had to have good things said about him. So I got you, buddy. But believe next episode, I will be rocking my Georgia t-shirt again after Georgia fucking stomps that ass in the SEC championship game next weekend on Saturday. Watch it, ABC at 3 o'clock in Georgia, in Athens, UT traveling. We'll see what happens. They play good on the road. They don't lose on the road. Kirby Smart's probably not an easy coach to beat at home, though, so exciting stuff there. Let's move on down the lines and look at some more games.
Hold on real quick.
Go ahead.
I was trying to look for the photo, but I couldn't find one. I love when A&M was rocking side to side, and there was that one
guy, just the one lone UT guy.
He was just fucking standing there. Bro. I love it.
Yeah. Ballsy move, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it probably wasn't an easy.
I mean, how every ticket was averaging 1,000 over 1,000.
Yeah, they were nuts. They were crazy expensive.
Crazy, man.
It's crazy expensive. I mean, it's a game like no other. I mean, honestly, you
family of $5,000. You know,
you're good. You're glad the rivalry's back. You're glad A&M and Texas are playing. A&M Texas playing each other is good for football. We just need A&M to be competitive, and same thing with Oklahoma. We got to get competitive, so we're going to dive into that. Oklahoma loses to LSU after shocking the world and beating Alabama. We lose to LSU. I really, really, really wanted to fucking kick Brian Kelly's stupid fucking teeth in, and for some reason, I cannot find this game on my shit here. Here it is. Got it. 17-37. It was an absolute shit pumping. They fucked us up. They beat our ass. Not much more to say about it. Jackson Arnold, not good. Nussmeier throws for fucking 3 touchdowns. Just bad. Just bad football. Pretty upset. I thought we were gonna do better. You know, I thought that the Alabama win meant something. It meant something to me in my heart. I saw a spark from the team that I hadn't seen all year. I saw Jackson Arnold entered the fucking transfer portal. He's just a kid. He's just a kid. That's how it makes me feel. If he wasn't just a kid, I would call him a fucking sorry ass quarterback who doesn't deserve to wear our colors. But he's just a kid, so I'm not going to say those things about these children out here that are just trying to,
Make a living
and make something of themselves. But again, if he wasn't a kid, fuck that guy. But yeah, I mean, like you said, we're building. We just hired Washington State's offensive coordinator, Albrecht. He's a young guy, and he has had the last two top performing quarterbacks is. That was like super quarterbacks is like Smeagol, dude. That was weird. The last two quarterbacks this guy's had his hands in is Cam Ward, who last year and this year has had a fucking phenomenal season with Miami, and McAteer or whatever, the quarterback up there in Washington this year, who has thrown for like 4,500 yards, and fucking Washington hasn't played a whole bunch of easy teams. You know what I mean? They were in the fucking Natty last year, so they had a tough schedule. So he's good with quarterbacks, is what we're saying, and that's historically been what Oklahoma's had and what they've needed to, to be Oklahoma football. We got to have somebody that can fucking coach quarterbacks, and so I'm hoping that this guy can come in and kind of shake things up in our offense. Our defense is solid, always room for improvement, but if we had an offense to help our defense would have probably played better. Defense spends a lot of time on the field, get pretty tired, get wore out, blah, blah, blah. We got to fucking fix it, guys. That's all I'm saying. I'm fucking aggravated as fuck with this team right now. Not a lot of good feelings. J-Rock, if you must fucking know. I know you're just smitten over there.
I am.
I know you are.
Because I don't care about you. So.
Yeah, Toledo losing was pretty funny to Akron. Just a random side note there. So who else lost? Who else won? What else do we have? Penn State beat the shit out of Maryland. Notre Dame beat USC. Syracuse upset Miami, which Kyle McCord, ex-Ohio State quarterback, transfers, goes to Syracuse. Syracuse comes in and is a fucking not a bad-looking program. The coach from Syracuse was like, I just want to thank Ryan Day for fucking it up with Kyle McCord and letting us have him because that's a big reason why we're doing what we're doing. And yeah, I mean, they beat Miami last week. They did lose to Pitt. They lost to Boston College. And they beat ranked Georgia Tech, who is ranked at the end of the season because they beat Florida State at the beginning of the season, and they closed out the regular season beating hold on, before I say what I'm about to say.
Because the regular season's over now, right?
It's over. Yeah,
it's over,
it's
no more.
It's playoff, or it's conference championship.
Playoffs?
Conference championship this weekend. Yeah, playing really close to Georgia, not beating Georgia, but playing really close against Georgia. Georgia Tech did this last weekend. So that's with that being said, moving on to conference championship week and what that schedule looks like, and the spreads on all of these games is incredibly close. I think like the highest one I saw was like +4 or something in like as far as like the Power 5.
Dang, it's crazy how the schedule just gets sliced.
Yeah, there's just not as much going on. A lot of people have buys like so Notre Dame won't play in a conference championship, so this is like a bye week. Army and Navy don't play until next week, so that's like a weird thing for them. But conference championship, we have UNLV versus Boise. A lot of people were saying UNLV could upset Boise. I don't think so. I'm taking Boise -4.
What are they playing for? What is that? What are they?
They're playing for the like the MAC.
I wish it would show this on here. What they're playing for.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it does. It's their conference. Their Mountain West Championship. It's the Mountain West Championship.
Okay.
These are all conference championships.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Boise State's Mountain West.
So Army made it.
So Army is playing against Tulane in the American League or American.
Army.
Yeah,
Let's
dude,
go,
fucking
Army.
Represent. Did some Army time. Iowa State and Arizona State in the Big 12. This is an interesting game. Iowa State has just kind of battled all year, all season in the Big 12, winning the right games. Same for Arizona State. I watched.
They're playing in San Antonio, Arlington. At the
Yeah,
AT&T.
yeah. I saw Arizona State play Texas State this year. Texas State played them real close, so that was pretty interesting. But yeah, that's going to be a good game. That's Arizona State. Arizona State is +2 or -2 in this, over under 49.5. I think Arizona covers that honestly easily. I don't see them really struggling too much. Texas and Georgia, SEC championship.
Wait, hold on. This is in Georgia? This is bullshit.
Texas and Georgia.
Yeah, it's in Georgia.
Yeah, it's in conference champ.
It's
They're number one in
Stadium.
the conference. They're number one in the conference, so it's a home game for them.
When we played them last time, did we play them in Texas or Georgia?
Here,
It was here.
yeah.
And then when we played
Texas plays good on the road though.
that is true.
They're
But
good
when
on
we
the
played,
road.
if we
6-0 in their last road
if we
games.
play them again in the bracket, we would be home.
No,
No,
maybe not.
because we're two. We're ranked two.
No,
They're
because
ranked
if
fifth.
no, they would
goes by
if they
seed or
win this
rank?
if they win this game. So
See, that's what I'm curious about. Does it go by
Okay,
seed
so-
or rank?
well, your conference championship is going to seed you in the playoffs. So so Georgia wins. Pull up the
for
bracket
sure.
here.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing
Because
it
we
right
can
now.
look at it. Yeah. But
yeah, there it is. Okay.
so if Georgia wins, Georgia's going to get a bye, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Georgia's not going to play, and Texas is going to have to play a home game that week, right?
Okay.
So the week that Georgia has a bye, if Georgia wins, Georgia gets the bye. Texas has their home
So
game
Texas has the bye right now. Though,
right now because right now they're slated to win. They're saying Texas is going to win.
Oh, so they're saying if Texas loses,
If
here,
Texas loses, Georgia gets that bye. Georgia moves into that spot where Texas is at. And then Texas does have that home game. But that next game is going to be at a neutral site.
Gotcha.
Makes sense? Mm-hmm. So this game is in Georgia. Texas is favored, -2.5. Not surprised with how well Texas plays on the road. I'm not going to touch this game. I'm not going to bet this game. I'm going to watch this game, and I'm going to root heavily for Georgia. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's pretty much.
And we're looking at the brackets, all right? I'm sorry, I'm pulling something up real quick.
Yeah. I mean, I have. I'm looking right now just at the schedule. And then Oregon and Penn State. Oregon is a 3.5-point favorite here. I don't see Penn State. I think that line is super generous. I think that Oregon will win this game much more soundly than that. I think that Penn State has proven that they can't. It doesn't seem like they can get it done against the big guys, you know. They lost to Ohio State. That's their one loss. But they didn't really play a whole lot of other people. And again, that's not their fault. They beat everybody they should have beat. They lost to Ohio State, really good fucking football team. But I haven't seen it from them this season. And I think Dan Lanning has done a fucking phenomenal job with Oregon. Having them, that's cool. Having them play how they have played, and having Dylan Gabriel, that son of a bitch, who's just a kid. I would call him a son of a bitch if he wasn't just a kid playing college football. All right? But he's a son of a bitch. And he's been in the running for the Heisman. He's unfortunately, this year is the fucking odd-ass year that a quarterback probably isn't going to win the Heisman, because Dylan Gabriel would win it if it wasn't for Ashton Genty or Travis Hunter. So you want... I think Oregon's going to win. I don't want Oregon to win because, like I said, if Dylan Gabriel wasn't just a kid, I would call him a piece of shit because he transferred. But he is just a kid, so we're not going to say that stuff. 17 Clemson versus number 8 SMU. Now, I bet the Clemson-South Carolina game, I just had a feeling Shane Beamer had fucking South Carolina playing good football, rivalry game, throw the record book out the window when Clemson and South Carolina play. And I called it right. I got it right. I bet the game. I bet South Carolina money line. It fucking hit because I'm a genius and I call upsets. That's what I do. But Clemson is still in the ACC championship game. That didn't knock them out of that. They have won enough games and the right games throughout the season to still be in the ACC championship game against SMU, who brand new in the ACC, the team that had to buy their way in, but has clearly got the money because they got a stacked fucking roster and they're number 8. So NIL, all that bullshit is fucking working for SMU because here they are sitting at number 8 playing in the
number 8, right?
sitting at number 8 playing in the ACC championship game with a chance to make it into the first ever 12-team playoff. And it looks like what ESPN is predicting, or whoever made this bracket right here is predicting, that SMU is going to beat Clemson is what they're saying because they have Clemson in the bye spot here. But they have a tough game against either a Notre Dame or an Alabama. Alabama, I don't know how you weaseled your little fucking way into this playoff picture. I don't know what fucking guy you got pictures of, fucking some kind of farm animal, or who you got, like I don't know what you have on whoever makes these calls, but for you to be in this fucking playoff, you got something. And you got something good. Somebody's deep in a goat in a picture, and Alabama.
They're the goat. They're the goat.
Yeah. Somebody is balls deep in a goat, and Alabama's got the picture, probably because Alabama was there, because it was probably in Alabama.
That's hilarious.
So that's kind of the college football landscape right now. There's a lot of really, really interesting storylines. I'm excited to see what conference championship week does, where everybody gets seeded, who gets the bye, who gets the home games. I mean, after this Saturday, we will have our college football bracket.
We all have to make we should all make our own brackets.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That'd be pretty interesting.
Of course. Yeah. We should definitely do that. So, J-Rock, anything else from you on college football? How are you feeling about that, dude? You feeling pretty good
I'm pretty excited, man. I'm excited that that we get 4 more weeks of it for sure, right? And I think it's just great because I thought it was always just like a money or gimmick thing of when it comes to like television views and how they would pick the top 2 teams.
It is.
And think about this over the years, man. A lot of teams missed out on this opportunity because they didn't have this form of play or this form of bracket. You know what I mean? So,
all of this stuff coming together right now with NIL and the transfer portal, it's like the perfect storm to just really completely change the college football landscape is what we're seeing. Because we won't be 12-team for very long.
Yeah.
It will be a 14-team college football playoff. I think they have to do this one for 2 years. But a 14-team will be next. Maybe 16, but I don't know. Okay. And down the line, I've heard some people talk about the possibility of maybe because we have these huge 18-team fucking conferences, we're going to have divisions in the conference. We're going to have SEC South, West, East, North. You're going to have to do that. It's going to have to happen because that's when you're going to start really – you're going to get in some really wild playoff scenarios if you do it like that. And you'll take away that gap of – here you got these guys all good, but you got these guys all down here making, you got a guy, I'm not shitting on Indiana, but you have an Indiana-like team who hasn't had the hardest schedule, but they haven't, they can't help who they play. Their schedule is their schedule. You know what I mean? Their schedule is made. And so it's kind of held against them a little bit, but you play who you play. You don't apologize for winning the games you win. But if you put a division in a conference, that kind of helps with that a little bit.
Yeah.
That eliminates that.
I just think it'll be hard eventually because, they don't. Sometimes some of these teams they don't. You expect that they're going to be big because of their name. Yeah. And they're going to be good, but they don't show up, and then you make these matchups, and who knows how far that go down the road on viewership and stuff. I hate that gets involved, but either way, I think it's great for all these athletes that they get the opportunity to be in a bracket now instead of just choosing 2 teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've said it numerous times on the show, but I mean what SMU's done, it's really cool, and this is a direct example of NIL transfer portal working to level the playing field. That's really what it's going to do across college football. It's going to level the playing field, and that's fucking cool.
It's gonna be like college basketball. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Right. You never know. I mean, it's just there's always when you get into March Madness, which I love March Madness. Very excited for it. It's coming up, and it's also my birthday month. So, last thing we're gonna touch on in college football, Heisman race. I think Travis Hunter has got it all but sewn up. He was 40-1 at one point to win. You know what I mean? And now he's like minus 2,000. So, I heard it today and I agree with it. Ashton Genty would have to run for like 680 yards and score like 8 touchdowns for him to win the Heisman this season over Travis Hunter. And there's a lot of people that are very upset about that. They're saying like Travis Hunter he's won the cardio award. He's won the stamina award because he just plays both sides of the ball and he doesn't come off the field.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he hasn't had like an exceptional season on either play. He just doesn't come off the field. So we're gonna give him the fucking Heisman for the stamina.
Oh, that's awesome.
And obviously that's not true. He's one of the top D-backs, DBs in the league, and he's a top 10 receiver, you could say. But yeah, Travis Hunter is going to win the Heisman. Hats off to you, Ashton Genty. Amazing season. Don't want to take anything from what you've done.
That's from the season, not including these playoffs or anything that they choose a Heisman for, right?
No, I think it definitely. That's why I said Ashton Genty, because Ashton Genty's got a conference championship game this week. Travis Hunter does not. That's why I said if Ashton Genty wants to win the Heisman, he's got to rip off like fucking 10 tutties. You know what I mean? He's got to live in the end zone on Saturday. But it's not going to happen. Travis Hunter hasn't sewn up. So that was it. College basketball, it's tough to follow. I'm going to be 100% honest. It's very, very hard to follow throughout the entirety of the season because there's just so many teams, so many games. It's just a lot. But top stories, Cooper Flagg from Duke, this crazy prospect out of Maine holding it down for the white men in the league. He is. What the hell? I don't know why I did the black power for the white man in the league. Sorry. I don't know if that's going to be frowned upon or not.
I don't know.
I also don't really care. So this kid out of Maine, he's as advertised. He came out a very, very highly touted prospect coming out of high school, and everything that he's doing with Duke this season, it's along with the hype. Cooper Flagg. Let's just look at what he's doing. He's a fucking.
I like how they have when you go to ESPN, you can't even go to fucking. There it is.
ESPN is the hardest place to just look up anything.
Dude, yeah. Like, how do you look up NCAA basketball? And
yeah, it's under more sports. Yeah. So I just want to see.
Is it? Wow, it is.
Yeah, it's under more sports.
That is ridiculous.
All sports matter, even to ESPN. All right. So games played. He's 7 games. He's played all 7 games this year. He is. Can I just see field goal? What 44?
What team is he from?
He plays for Duke.
Okay,
but these stats are just stupid. 24 for 34 free throws.
He's playing right now.
Yeah, he's playing. They're playing Auburn right now. Where's his points? Okay, so he's 111 points in 7 games. 15.9 points a game. 3 turnovers a game. 1.4 steals, 1.3 blocks, 4 assists, 8 rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds. So he's playing really well as a freshman coming in.
Okay.
And just it just seems like a seamless transition from cooking poor kids in high school to going on and cooking more grown men in college.
Cooper Flagg.
Yeah. Really, really good basketball player. And again,
he's 0 for 5 right now.
In this game?
Yeah, he's 0 for 5.
Hey, dude, MJ had bad games. All right, man. You're not bringing my boy down.
Oh, he still got 17 points.
How is he 0 for 5 with 17 points? That doesn't even make sense.
I'm sorry, 0 for 5 behind the 3-point line.
Oh.
He's 7 for 18.
Okay,
total.
well, fucking shoot that rock, dude. You're going to have to. They're going to start falling eventually.
He's got 9 defensive rebounds right now.
He's a fucking
rebounds.
Monster, dude.
He's about to get a triple-double.
He is a problem. He's a problem. He's fucking really good. He's going to play college basketball for probably 2 years and then go to the league. And whoever gets him is going to be doing very well for themselves. So maybe the Spurs should tank for a couple more years.
No, hell no.
Give Wemby,
bro.
How good though? Give me a rundown. I haven't been watching a whole lot of NBA basketball because I've been watching football. But give me a little rundown on what's going on the Spurs.
Maybe I shouldn't open my mouth at all.
Yeah. Now I want to. Now, yeah. Oh yeah, they've been doing good, huh?
No, I mean they are doing good. I mean they're going through games and they're finding ways to win, even when they get down by 15, 20 points.
How many times does Wemby play back-to-back games?
That's a good question.
Does he not? Because a lot of teams aren't like Joel Embiid. He doesn't play back to back. Like
He didn't play against Utah when I went.
11 and 10. So we're 11
he
and 10.
didn't play against Utah. Then he played against the Warriors. So
Yeah.
I was at both those games.
11
so
and 10, fourth in the Southwest Division. The Spurs are
11 and 10.
11 and 10.
Yeah, that's kind of bad actually.
They I mean 500.
They just look good better than from what last year is, and as long as we keep growing, we're good. I mean, I think Stephen Castle looks amazing right now.
Okay.
And I think Wemby and all them just all getting together, they're all working with Chris Paul, and I think they're figuring it out.
Chris Paul is the best guy that you could have on your team when your head coach has a stroke or whatever happened. Any news on that? Have you seen anything on what actually happened with Pop? Have they said?
I haven't seen anything on Pop, bro.
Pop is being a gosh dang greedy, stingy billy goat with his health records, dude. HIPAA is bullshit.
Well,
we need to know.
I think it just doesn't want anybody to know either.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a personal thing, but shit. You got a whole fucking city of people that would fucking murder for you, and you won't even fucking tell them what's wrong with you. Like, there are people in San Antonio, you probably know some of them, that would give their children up so Popovich could keep coaching.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe some people don't like him. But yeah, Wemby is Wemby, dude. He's a fucking alien. He's just gonna be a problem for so long. And that's exciting. That's exciting for the NBA. All right, moving to the NFL.
I'm trying to put on the game, but I guess I'm not gonna be able to do that here.
Oh no, not without fucking everything up over here.
I know.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the NFL. Do a little bit of NFL talks. We're getting close. We have some locked up playoff positions, I believe. I know we have some people that are statistically eliminated, I believe. I would say that's probably the case. But let's do a little bit of recap of last week because we had some games. Thanksgiving Day games, Green Bay. There was more than just that game on Thanksgiving. Where are the other games? Oh, I need to go back a week. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanksgiving games, Chicago and Detroit. Chicago had a chance to tie this game up and go into overtime, and there was the worst case of clock management that I had ever seen in my entire life. Matt Eberflus, much like Ryan Day, shit his pants. I don't know.
It was ridiculous.
They really got to get these guys diapers, or they got to get guys that don't shit their pants because it's embarrassing. Call a timeout, Matt Eberflus. Okay, Matt Eberflus got fired, right? So that cost him his job. The Bears did something that they had never done in franchise history. They fired their head coach middle of the season. Thomas Ryan or somebody, I don't know his fucking name, is going to be coming down and taking over play calling duty as the interim head coach. I am making my Chicago Bears the double shots lock of the week. I think they're going to get that hey, there's the game. Interim head coach bump. Head coaches, if you look it up, I like to do this. Let me type for a second. Interim head coach bump. Let me see. Thomas Brown, that is betting against.
Dang, Lions are on a 10-game winning streak.
The Lions are the fucking best team in the NFL.
Well, I will tell you this. I am rooting for them to win the Super Bowl. Now that
the Lions?
Yeah. I want the Lions to win. I mean, obviously, I'm a Cowboy fan, but that ain't going to happen. So I am.
Are you sure, dude?
What do you mean, am I sure?
Yeah, you're right. It's not going to fucking happen.
No, it ain't going to happen, bro.
Flag buckets.
I mean, as much as I'm a fan, I'm like, I don't get me wrong. Even if they win all their
games.
But
they beat the Texans, dude.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Or hold on, I should do this one. Hold on. Where's it at? There it is. This is the one I was looking for.
Crickets. Fucking crickets. All right. Bears fired their head coach. Since 2020, teams that dismissed their coach mid-season are 9-2 against the spread in the first game with an interim head coach. According to ESPN research, since 2014, that record goes 15-4 against the spread, with the teams covering the spread by 4.2 points per game and increasing their point differential by 16.3% on average. Bet the fucking Bears this weekend. Give them the points if you want, but I'm taking the fucking money line. Back to the last week's schedule. Jesus Christ. Falling apart here. New York, Dallas just beat the fucking Giants, dude. You're fucking great. You beat the Texans and then you beat the Giants. You're on a roll, dude. Cooper Rush. You told me.
I know it's two-sided game. I get that, right? But
the
defense won the game in Houston.
Your defense always wins your game because Dak Prescott is your quarterback and Cooper Rush is your backup. What Cooper Rush, dude?
He's doing good. I like.
So
Cooper.
Now he's got like a 7-3 start record as a starter.
Oh, I'm hopeful, bro. Don't get me wrong. I'm hopeful,
Yeah.
but again, like I'm not. I see realistic shit right now, and in real life, realistic life, I don't see Cooper being a Super Bowl quarterback right now.
Yeah, J-Rock, that's really fucking smart because he will never win a Super Bowl. So, good job. Way to be a real. That guy's got a fucking eye for talent right there. Oh my God. That guy, he fucking knows. He knows ball. J-Rock fucking knows ball. They're fucking fighting. Fuck him up, dude.
Oh hell yeah. Let's go.
Green Bay and Miami. You knew Miami was going to lose this game because it was 40 degrees outside, under 40 degrees outside. Coach Mike McDonald just looked like a little fucking shrimp on the sideline, just shivering. Like you would see him holding his fucking paper, and he would just be. As a head coach in the NFL, you can't shiver on the sidelines. Yeah. You better fucking. You fucking be madder than the cold, like Bill Belichick. You know Bill Belichick's cold as fuck. You're never gonna know it. You're not gonna see that. He's gonna be colder than the cold. That's what Bill Belichick did. Mike McDaniel doesn't have that in him. Can't play cold weather games.
I heard that there was going to be eventually there will no longer be any outdoor venues.
Yeah, I mean the Bills are already the Bills are building like a half covered.
The Bengals too. They're leaving.
Yeah,
they're going into their new $4 billion facility.
Steelers and Bengals, fucking crazy game. By the way, 44-38. Pittsburgh won that game. It was one of the highest. So this game is historically. This is NFC. Hold on, just AFC North. AFC North, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, Browns. These guys don't fucking play high-scoring games. They all play each other real close. They're always defensive battles. This was like the highest-scoring game in between the Bengals and the Steelers in God knows how many fucking years. The Bengals have done the impossible, and their defense is so bad that they made Russell Wilson look like prime Russell Wilson again. And that's
he looks amazing, bro.
He threw for like 400 yards. It was fucking crazy.
Amazing.
They made Russell Wilson look great again, and either he is or they're just that bad. I'm gonna go with option number 2. The Bengals defense is a liability. I would say bet the over on whoever they're playing.
Bengals?
Yeah, whoever bet the yards over the yards for
They're
whoever.
They're playing Dallas.
Yeah, so bet over. I'm not kidding. Whatever the quarterback or whatever the passing yards for the quarterback is, bet that he's going to throw more because they cannot cover anybody downfield.
Is Cincinnati -5 or whatever?
Cincinnati's -5.
-5, yeah.
It's got to be in Cincinnati then.
Game is at Dallas.
Yeah, but also, so the crazy thing about that is they're going to score. Everybody's going to score all over the Bengals, but they have Joe Burrow, who's having statistically his best fucking season throwing the football, and so he just keeps him in these games. Unfortunately, they just keep losing, and because of his defense. But Joe Burrow has to go out and throw 7 touchdowns every single game to fucking win a game, and it's impossible. Yeah, so another good game. The Colts beat the Patriots, dude. Fucking Anthony Richardson, last second touchdown.
Colts. Your Colts? I know. That's what I'm laughing about.
Fuck you laughing at, dude? J-Rock. This fucking guy. The fucking disrespect.
I didn't mean any disrespect. I just said Colts and you like fucking you bulked up on me, bro.
Yeah, you fucking said Colts. You talking about Colts? They still have a fucking playoff chance, J-Rock.
They do. All right,
they can still the next week's game against Denver.
Didn't mean that much disrespect.
Oh, it was very disrespectful.
No, I just say like
all
Colts,
of Indy was about to.
I forgot that was your team, and I haven't heard about the Colts in a while.
Yeah, the Colts beat the Patriots. Anthony Richardson scores a touchdown, and then Shane Steichen lets his fucking sack hang and goes for 2. A field goal ties it. Right? There's like 10. There's no more time left. There's 4 seconds left. Whatever. Field goal ties the game. Shane Steichen says, "We're not playing for fucking ties around here. All right, man. We're playing to fucking get a dub."
The
all right?
fucking dub right
And we
here.
fucking got, you know what we did?
Yeah, fucking dub.
We got the fucking dub, huh? How about you, Shane Steichen? Love you letting you see the set hang. And it was against the Patriots, too, and fucking Drake maybe fucking next year, buddy. We'll figure it out, though.
What, you got to buy next week?
Yeah, we got to buy this week, dude. We're fucking late buy. Hate that.
Late as hell.
Hate that, dude. Don't like the late buys. Not a fan. You can get that shit out of the
What
way.
about that Minnesota game last week?
The Minnesota and Arizona? That was a close game. Yeah.
1-1,
yeah, Sam Darnold at the very that was a close game. They had him beat all the time, but fucking Sam Darnold, dude, the resurrection, the 7-year bump for Sam Darnold has been amazing. He's playing really good football, and now he has Daniel Jones as his little backup. So,
we're gonna get my buddy on the phone real quick.
who's your buddy?
My buddy's Matt Middleton. He's a big Vikings fan.
He's a Vikings fan.
Yeah, so it's Matt.
Matt, you're the first caller.
You're a first caller ever on a show.
Live to tape.
We're recording right now for the Double Schotts Dugout. We need to hear somebody's feedback on the Vikings. What do you think about the Vikings right now?
Okay. I would think the Vikings
They're 10-2 going into Atlanta this week.
Kirk Cousins revenge game?
How long I've been a Vikings fan?
3 years.
How long have you been a Vikings fan?
I've been a Vikings fan my
In the
entire
womb.
life, man.
In the
Grew
womb,
up,
bro.
with my dad being one. So I've been let down a lot.
So you have no hope.
He said you have no hope.
I'm not buying in on. And I'm still not convinced this is live.
No,
this
it's
is
not live. It's recording.
Yeah,
We're
it's
recording
but
live
this
right
will
now.
be in the show.
But this will be in the show. So, but I just thought I'd get your Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, so what do they have to do if they're not impressing you yet? I mean, they lost to the Lions. Everybody loses to the Lions. They're really fucking good. They beat the Packers. They beat the Texans. They beat nobody else good. They have they have a tough rest.
What?
I mean, they still have to play the NFC North. The rest of the
I think
NFC.
there's going to be 3 NFC North teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
Green Bay, Detroit, and Minnesota for sure.
Correct.
Yeah, which is gonna fuck teams like the Commanders.
That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about them like being a 1 seed and getting a bye. What they have to do is they got to beat Detroit again.
Yep.
They still have to beat the Lions again.
And the Packers.
And they still got the Bears.
They got the Packers
yeah,
and
the
the Bears.
Bears.
They have everybody.
Sorry, the Bears, the Lions. Yes, all 3 of them.
Yeah,
Lions are
They
gonna
got
be the
all
rough.
3 of them on the schedule.
yeah. They have the Lions
And
next.
they got to travel to Seattle.
They have the Lions
which is,
tomorrow.
Yeah, they got Atlanta tomorrow. No.
Green Bay
Green
Green Bay
got
plays the
the
Lions.
Lions
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a home game, and the only reason that's significant is, you got Kirk Cousins coming back in town.
Revenge game, dude. Kirk Cousins revenge game.
Yeah.
Hey, do they boo or do they cheer?
So,
What do they
not
do?
tomorrow, but
What do they do
Sunday,
for Kirk
so
here?
Do you think he's asking? Do you think they boo or do they cheer him?
I think it'll be mixed.
Mixed.
So
What would you do
I think it'll
if
be
you were
mixed.
there? What would you do?
What would you do?
I would cheer him. Kirk, man,
Fucking
he's
cuck, dude.
just a
He's
solid
cuck,
dude.
dude. Fuck that guy. He's
Like,
dead to me.
if y'all watched the NFL stuff last year, like, or the what was it? The whole thing where they did the playback of all the quarterbacks with Mahomes and
Oh, it's called Quarterback on Netflix. Quarterback.
Quarterback on
He's
Netflix?
talking about Quarterback on Netflix. Yeah,
Quarterback
yeah.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that
so,
yet.
Like, he's
He's a
it's
cool guy.
great-
People like him, but fuck
guy.
you. He got traded. It's different. He's not a kid though. He's
not
a
a kid.
fucking adult.
He was saying that we were talking about college kids, and he says I can't say fuck those kids because they're kids, but
They're young, dude.
This
But,
guy's older, so we can say fuck.
yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the Vikings take, man. I appreciate that.
But I think he's still a solid dude. Like he's solid. He's like a family man. Like does his job.
All
does
right.
everything.
Fuck out of here. We're talking about
Do it.
fucking sports.
That's
Yeah.
where he's at.
Well, we got to get Matt on the show one day. He knows his sports, bro.
I like
It'll be
it.
pretty
I like
fun,
it.
so.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. I'll call you after the show, bro.
Y'all need to turn on the Auburn Duke game.
We
We're
actually
watching it
have
right
on
now, dude.
We have
Watching
it on
Cooper
right
Flag
now.
cook, dude.
Yeah,
Cooper
we're
Flag's a
watching
fucking.
it right now while we're doing the
Yeah.
show. So, yeah.
Look at that dish.
Boom,
Oh,
yeah.
get out of here.
So-
No, sir.
All right, brother. I'll call you after.
Later.
Dang, 2 minutes left. We should just let this game play out, right? And that's how we end. Right.
All
so,
right, man.
so playoff football's about to get set.
Yep, couple weeks away.
Yeah, we're getting down to the nitty gritty of it. We're about to see the playoff picture come.
So it looks like once. Well, that's 4 weeks out. So then it'd be football's regular season's done, and then we're going straight into the national football game for college.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes.
Right? Is that how it usually goes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
man. So excited about that.
No, it's cool, man. It's cool, dude. You know ball. We already decided that, so can't take that back. You know ball.
All right, man.
All right. Well, first solo show. I hope it wasn't terrible. And obviously, Austin, please get better. We need you.
Yep.
We need to give them somebody else to look at. Thank God J-Rock switched the camera a couple times there because, whatever. We're going to watch the end of this Auburn and Duke game.
Hell
Duke is
yeah,
up
man.
by 5 right now. About to upset the number 2
About to
team in the
upset,
country.
yeah,
Yeah.
upset number
Give
2.
Auburn their first loss. And watch Cooper Flag just keep holding it down for the white men out there in the NBA. American white. We got the
NBA in the
not
NCAA college football.
wherever.
college
Hey,
basketball.
anywhere where we can get in and play basketball and be good, we're fucking taking it. All right. American. When I say white, I mean American white because obviously the Europeans are doing some fucking magical
killing
shit
it,
in the
bro.
fucking NBA right now.
Yeah, we won't even start with the Russians and the
No,
UFC.
dude, if they just that little fucking Slovenia, whatever else.
you hear
is
the
over
name
there.
and I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, hell no, dude, because they
No,
play.
thank you.
Yeah, and just real quick, the rules over there. It's harder to score over there because there's no defensive 5 seconds or 3 seconds.
Yeah,
they can just stand in the paint. They just fucking.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going to and all Wemby doesn't have to leave the paint?
Just
You're not scoring anything. Nip.
yep.
Yeah. Ooh la la. French. Whatever, dude. All right, guys.
right,
Thanks
bro.
for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Get better, Austin. We love you guys. And Boomer Sooner. Go Stars. Go Colts. I don't have Austin here to ruin this, so I'm going to talk about all my teams. And as always, we love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Later, guys.